We love the 5x9 lightweight livestock panels on our farm. With the maternity paddock in the center and a laneway all around it, we can open any other paddock and get animals down the laneway and into the handling facility. Step up, step up, stand. 151.
151.
Walk on.
I'll edit that out.
Step up, step up, stand. 107.
107.
Walk on. Thank you, gentlemen. Nicely done.
This is the ground floor of our barn, and this is from the balcony with 4 catch pens and a center weighing station. All the animals are outside at the moment. I prepare the catch pen and I open the door to allow the animals to come in, and they're very curious. They think they're getting fed, so they are more than happy to come in and see what I put down for them. And you can see they're pretty used to this already. They come across, go around this gate that's open, and it's very easy for me to come up behind. I don't know how many animals are there, probably 15 or so. Come up behind and slowly bring them into the catch pen area. And close the gate behind me. This is very easy that they're all together. We do the same medical stuff there. And now I open the gate to the wet catch pen and just let whoever wants to come in, come in. I have an upside down panel you see on my hand there. And I just let the animal stand, and then I use that panel to push open the gate and close the gate. So what you'll notice here is that I'm always working from behind the animal. They can see what's in front of them. This one's a little nervous. She's a young cria. So it's just being patient and staying away from the animal to hopefully ease them. Once they get headed in the right direction, it's actually a pretty easy task to do by myself. I'm just yelling out the weights, but otherwise I would be recording that on my own. This is from the back side. You can see I like to stand far away so they don't get nervous. I read the scale. The scale numbers are actually down on the floor. The readout's down on the floor. So, and I'm using my camel-dynamics wands at the same time. Sorry for the delay here, but here comes another. I mean, a lot of these are real young juvies that really haven't been weighed very much. I could slide that panel over so that they do not step off the scale, and then use that same panel to let them out. You can see the transition to get them in and down to the last few. animals. They tend to get used to it. And actually, this is a very good setup for animals who are new to your farm. They don't know what's going on. Actually, it's easier for them in the most part because they're pretty curious to see what's going on. And this is the last animal. And I don't know, those 15 animals maybe take me 5 minutes to weigh. Oh, I guess there's a couple more. So it's quick, safe, and very easy on the animal. And she's the last one.
These days, I'm lucky enough to have this antecedent arrangement for my camelid training, but it wouldn't work to make a herd management video. So my wonderful and talented assistant Tracy Ennis and I visited 2 Florida ranches nearby. One was a llama farm with a few alpacas, and the other was a sizable alpaca farm, about 65 animals. Over 2 days, we set up facilities created from what was on hand at each ranch. Plus, I brought 4 9-foot long, 5 feet high, lightweight panels. So our first stop was Stoneleaf Llamas, a beautiful home in the farm belonging to Sue and Dan Moreland. They hosted a clinic for me a few years ago, and so I was familiar with what a lovely setup they had. What you're looking at now is the fencing and field the llamas generally hang out in. And you can see there's already a catch pen in this particular part of the farm. It's a perfect size catch pen for llamas, but it would be a bit big for alpacas. So what we did was we used my lightweight livestock panels to integrate what they already had with a horse trailer. They had a very nice fancy horse trailer. You don't need a trailer as fancy as this one for it to work, but this had a divider in the middle and a way of kind of creating a triangular area. It was just perfect for experimenting around with how to use it as a handling area. So once we got everything organized and situated, what we did was we opened up the llama pasture so that the animals could come and have a look. You know, most people that have a trailer park it outside anyway, so why not park it somewhere where you can use it as a handling area? So as the course progresses, you'll see some video of us using this setup to trim toenails, give some oral warmer to some llamas, and you'll see how it actually works. And it worked really well.
Good girl.
So our next stop was Sweet Blossom Alpacas and the farm of Debbie and Narvel Pettis. They have about 65 animals. And at this place, we asked Narvel to back up the trailer so that we could use my panels to create a funnel from the barn aisleway so we could move animals into the trailer. And it worked well. The animals had never done this before, but they were pretty cooperative. We ended up herding 5 animals into the trailer. We had one challenge, and that was that the trailer was pretty dark once we closed the trailer doors, so we used a PVC panel that Narvel had already on hand and used it to block the animals in the trailer so we didn't have to close the door. Here's the little PVC panel. It worked great. So during the course of the course, you'll see us trimming toenails 2 different ways and also giving oral warmer in this trailer. So we also wanted to work inside the barn, and we set up a 9x9 inside their 12x12 because I feel like 12x12 is way too big for working with alpacas. They can dash around in there pretty well. So in the course, you'll see us giving each of these animals their annual CD&T and possibly worming, I can't remember. And it went beautifully. The Narvels were really, really pleased.